What up, YouTube? It's your boy El Comandante 56, known to most that I game with as Simply Dante. Wanted to bring you guys a commentary today from the map facility. Was playing a little hardcore team deathmatch with my good buddy, the Swedish Monster, last 6. Was using the M9 and ended up finishing, I think, around 12-3. Again, nothing special, but I figured it was a decent enough gameplay to post in the background while I talk about the topic that I wanted to use for this video. Which is why I game. It's going to be a short and sweet summary right now, and then I'll probably elaborate on it in future videos. But for now, I just wanted to kind of get into the intro and then go from there. So why I game? It started when I was a teenager. I didn't get into gaming until late in the game, if you can even say that. I was 17 or 18, and I had just been in a major car accident. I was struck by a drunk driver, suffered some major injuries, was hospitalized for a while, underwent several surgeries on my back, and had a lot of time to kill because of that. So I had never really gamed before. It was a big hype growing up, but my parents didn't believe in it. They had the traditional view, which was, you know, it's a waste of time, it's just going to rot your brain, you need to focus on school. So they didn't have it around the household when I was growing up, which I thank them for. But after the accident and everything, I used video games as a way to kill time and to kind of help me distract from the pain. And it worked pretty good. I healed up, I recovered pretty much fully. I mean, obviously after a major accident like that, there's going to be some long-lasting things, but for the most part, I kept gaming because I found it to be a very rewarding experience. Games offer incredible stories, and they offer you the chance to participate in that story and have a say in the outcome of that story, which you can't get from a book or a movie or any other piece of entertainment that you enjoy. So that was really intriguing, and I had never played before, so the appeal of it was even more so for me. And then later in life, as I finished college and began my career, if you didn't know this about me, I'll share this with my newest subscribers, which, by the way, thank you for subscribing. I am a surgical nurse. I work in the surgery, trauma, and neurology department at our county hospital, which is the state's largest level 1 trauma center in our region. So I have a very serious job, and it's a very stressful job, and it requires a lot of focus and a lot of attention to detail. And so because it's such a high pressurized job, I come home and I don't want to take my work home with me, but it weighs on me. And there are some nights where I have a great night and I feel like I did a good job and, you know, I saved lives. And there are other nights where it's very stressful and I maybe didn't get a chance to fix somebody that I really tried and worked hard on to do. And people die and people have bad outcomes even if they do survive. So it can be very stressful. I've kind of used video games more recently since I've started this job. I've been there for the better part of a couple of years now, because it helps me kind of decompress. It allows me to just detach and not think about my work situation. It's a fantasy world, and I kind of get to be a kid. It sounds corny, but that's how I feel. I don't have to pay attention to really what's going on. It's something competitive, so it's fun to enjoy in that regard. But more so, it's just a way to just detach from my regular life for a few moments and just have a good time and just have fun and not worry about the stresses that adult life can bring. And I know not everyone feels that way about gaming. Some people game just because it's what they like to do. They sign in, play for hours every single day, and they do it competitively, or they avoid their homework and do it, or they just play all the time because that's just what they do. They don't really have a life outside of gaming, but who's to criticize? I know that gaming in itself can have a social stigma, especially as you become older and you become a professional adult. I don't expect my younger crowd to really follow me on this one, but you know, once you become grown, as they say, people expect you to kind of stop doing this. But I've met a lot of very, very cool professional people who game, and you would never know that they hold the positions that they do because they act so crazy online like I do, where you rage all the time, cuss out little kids, and go crazy over just some zeros and ones that look pretty on an HD screen. But that's what gaming is, you know. It's something I enjoy, and I don't think I'll ever stop doing it. I mean, I'm sure once I get my family established, I'll have to cut back, but it's always going to be a hobby of mine. I meet great people. I've made some great friends, and it's really just helped me in my life to just have a healthy hobby, in my opinion, as long as I don't overdo it, which I can sometimes, where I can just vent to my friends about just stress, or I can go on and rage against some noobs and bitch about super laggy players to really channel my anger into something that I can tangibly control, or throw my controller across the room, which I can physically control. So that's why I game, in the short reasons. There's tons of things I'd like to get into in more detail, and talk about how I've recently gotten into making montages and videos, and even though I don't have a whole huge subscriber following, how I keep doing it for the friends that I have because it's fun and we like it. It's a short and sweet version there. I hope to do another commentary soon. Hey, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll keep making content and check you guys later.